Hi everyone, I'm back here. This is Scrapping Nick. I wanted to show you a little bit of my cheater versions of these beautiful scrolled flourishes that you can find either by Prima or all of the different companies. I just love the bling and what it adds to our page. So what I've done, because these little suckers can get very expensive, is I've learned how to, I know this is kind of hard to show here, make my own versions. There's one example, just using clear acetate. I don't know if you can see this one very well with the bird. I've also got another one with a bird and the trees. These are off of Prima's. I've been using these quite a bit, and I want to just show you real quick how I do it. The easiest way is to take one of these pre-made ones, in either Prima or whichever one you happen to have. This is just a smaller one I figured I could do pretty quickly. And this is the obvious store-bought one. So what I do is I just turn it upside down, leaving the bling to the bottom, and I use the puffy paint. And since we're doing this for the sake of you being able to see it, I just use, generally the silver glitter will make it nice and look like the rhinestone. I've been using this iridescent gold quite a bit, which is really pretty, but black. I think I'm going to use the pink so you can see it really well. And really the only thing to it is getting your pressure down when you first start, and I always kind of get it going on another sheet, and you just simply follow the pattern. Now what I do to keep it more of a circular motion is I just kind of wind it after I put down the dot. I just kind of twirl it around a little bit. I know that's probably hard to see on here, but I'm I don't know if you can see it. I guess you really can't, but to start there, that's what I've done so far. You can see the few that I've started following here, and really quickly all you have to do is just keep doing it. The quicker you do it, or rather the more you do it, the quicker you will be at it. You don't have to follow the shape exactly. You can also do it like I'm doing right now. I'm kind of letting the little points come up at the moment because I think it really adds a little bit of dimension to it in some areas. And then on the larger part of the flourish, I will round it off to look more like the pearl or rhinestone, whatever the look is that you're trying to get. And I'm just trying to get a good flourish going here so you can see how it works. But I've used different things. Like I said, with the glitter, of course, it will look more like the actual rhinestone bling. I think these look more like the pearls or the little studs like this. And as I said, you can do as much or as little as you choose. You obviously don't have to follow this pre-formed pattern completely the same, which I've altered most of mine when I do it, just to make them a little bigger, a little smaller, add different color, whatever you choose. So this is where we're at right now. You can see here that I've basically just used the top, and then I've followed along the bottom here for this bottom part of the flourish. The part that I like best about doing this, obviously, is you can make them to suit yourself and what you're looking for, but you can also add two different colors, which on this one I'll add black just so you can see it well. Again, just get yourself started there. Somewhere else, I'm going to go ahead and do the small one off to the side here, so you can see it. The one thing, obviously, when you start adding another color to your flourish, you're not going to be quite dry on the other one yet, so just take caution that you're not mixing your colors accidentally. And again, I'm altering mine just a hair, just enough to give it my own little version of a flourish. Again, there's no reason to follow a pattern all the way if you choose not to. And I'm almost at the end here of this one, so I can show you where I've added the black. And hopefully you'll be able to see that. I hope you can see that really well. But I just added a little tiny bit here, and then went down and around above the pink there. And really the only thing I do is I stick them underneath my obnoxiously bright light that I have here at my craft table, and just let them dry. And then you're going to come out with, like I showed you these before, with this one I used the pearlized white, and oh gosh, excuse my arm, I used this metallic tulip paint for that. And this one is the glitter. It's a little harder to see, I believe. Then I have, this is just one of my favorites, this little bird. I think it's just adorable. And again, this is a Prima one. So can you see it there? I did the bird in gold, and then the little frame is in black. I also have one that I just did on the branches. And again, I did it in black. I did the bird white this time to stand out. Then what I do, and I will show you on this one, is, oh my gosh, where did I put my scissors? Well, they're never where they're supposed to be. Between myself and two kids, they tend to run off on me. Okay, I'm going to use these. Don't even look at how terrible these scissors are. But what I do when I'm ready to use this is I just go along my edges, and you're going to get as close as you can, obviously, to your flourish pattern. But that, remember, the transparency is, it's not going to show up on your actual scrapbook page. So what I do is I don't try to get overly detailed when I'm cutting it, just because it's going to be harder to glue down. But I'll show you just real quick what I would do with this one on the one side, because I'm not really ready to use this at the moment. But I've actually been working on a baby album, and this doesn't really go with my little baby album. So hopefully you can see what I've done here is I've just cut it close to the edge, you can see. And then what I do is I use any clear glue would work. I tend to use my Mono Aqua a lot because it has a nice fine tip, or glossy accents. Big fan of glossy accents, and it works the best. And all you really have to do is put a couple dots down on the back of it, and it's going to stick to just about anything. So those are my little tips for today on how to make the little flourishes. You can design them specifically to go to a certain page, or you can do what I do and I just make a few of them ahead of time, and then I always have them in my goodie bag over here to the left. So thank you again for watching.